Hi, everyone. It's Hunter Lott, your HR problem solver on demand. And this is take 5. In this episode from our series, Myth and Madness, taking a look at the idea that somehow I'm not personally responsible as a manager, as a leader on workplace issues. What we know, those of us in HR, that's not the case. And there's some things that add more liability than others. One of the biggies for personal liability is FLSA. Now, the company in most cases wants to protect their managers at all levels, their CEO, everybody. But there may be situations where they can't. FLSA and wage and hour, those of you that have watched the Take 5 series know that we talk a lot about wage and hour. It's a big issue in terms of compliance. So understand that both the company and officers, directors, down to the frontline managers can be held accountable. As one attorney told me, FLSA, this thing kind of goes around the veil of incorporation. So make sure to have your, dot your I's, cross your T's on wage and hour issues, exempt and non-exempt. And there are lots of Take 5 videos that we've done on specific topics. But there is, along with the company, also personal liability on FLSA. Sexual harassment. The company will do everything it can, again, to protect management. We've trained employees, we've trained managers on the definition. We have protocols in place on how people can complain. We've made it easy. We take prompt and appropriate action. If the supervisor on his or her own actions gets carried away, does something out of the normal, they can be held personally accountable on the harassment piece. FMLA, here's another area that if the supervisor makes a decision that can harm the employee, then they can be held accountable here. The courts kind of go back and forth. You don't see a lot of these personal liability issues. Honestly, it's not that much fun to sue the supervisor. There's not enough money there compared to what the company may have. But don't think that the old myth that, hey, I'm covered as the manager, they can't come after me. In addition to FMLA, sexual harassment, and Fair Labor Standards, you can see some things on COBRA, on OSHA, even on Title VII, discrimination, kind of a stretch, but the vulnerability is there. So what do? Action items, annual review with local employment law attorney to make sure you're current, everything's up to date. Annual review with your insurance agent, whether you have EPLI, the various liability insurance to make sure everything's current. Management training. When HR talks about document, it talks about, slow down, make better decisions. All of these are in that kind of framework. Not only the right thing to do, but protect the company and the individual supervisor. Hey, want some help with your individual HR situations? Look, check out my HR concierge service. Click on the tab Hunter on Tap for more information. Appreciate your time today. We'll see you next time on Take 5.